Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Listen, free agency after the season is over. Keep it a C note. We seeing a lot of lists come up about who's the top free agents that's going to be available. Keep it a C note, Vito. Who's your top 5 free agents right now? NBA. We talking NBA.
I'm gonna have to go one number 5, James Harden.
Okay.
Number 4, Kyrie.
Okay.
Number 3, Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Number 2, Beal, and number 1, Zach Lavine.
Okay. What you got? Did you go by a certain order, Vito? Was it like age or anything to that?
No, I just what they're doing currently.
Okay. Who you got, John?
Number 5, because I still got faith in this man. I got Wall.
Who?
Wall.
What Wall?
You from the free agent
The
list?
Berlin Wall?
Yeah.
John Wall still free?
Yeah.
John Wall.
I got John Wall. My number 4.
Shout out to John Wall.
Shout out John Wall.
His motherfucking, not his manager, his agent.
If the man can stay
That
healthy,
nigga paid.
he's all right.
Yeah, I like him. But he can't stay healthy.
My number 4, James Harden.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Number 2, Zach Lavine. And my number 1, Kyrie Irving.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to that. And then any particular way you did your list?
No, I said
You just went off. No.
list,
I mean, you just went off talent, or what did you go off when you did your list?
I mean, I went off a little bit of everything. I was thinking about talent going into the 2022 season and what they could actually provide for that team. So that's why I was looking at the best pickups that are out there. I mean, James Harden, he did what he did for the Sixers, but he's still up there. John Wall, I think if he's healthy, he's definitely up there. Brad Beal, no doubt. Zach Lavine and Kyrie. But, I mean, it's just like the other antics that actually get involved. But I think those 5 right there ball.
So
I did.
You ain't see Jalen Brunson play this year?
Yeah, he's up there too. Yo, Jalen Brunson and Russell Westbrook were my 2 honorable mentions, to be honest.
Okay, shout out to your honorable mentions.
Yep.
My number 5 free agent, DeAndre Ayton. He's still young. He got a chance to break the bank. My number 4, Zach Lavine. My number 3, a lot of people is being disrespectful, but if it's the right situation, Russ Westbrook can still be a factor. Okay. So I got him at number 3. Number 2, I got Bradley Beal. And number 1, I also got Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? Because I think out of all them players, we going to keep it a C note. Everybody that's a free agent, he's better than all of them.
But let me ask you a question.
If he's on a team by himself.
Let me ask you, how damaging was it do you see it, how damaging was it for Russell Westbrook playing for the Lakers last year as far as like his outlook on his career? Do you think it made it worse by him going there and having the type of season that he did have?
No, motherfuckers
you don't
think
think
he had a bad season
Okay,
numbers-wise. His numbers were still better than the average fucking guard.
That's a fact.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts, people? Going into the NBA offseason, who's your top 5 free agents? Let us know. Keep it a C note. Pick one, clip one. The last 2 number 1 picks in the NBA draft have turned out to look all right. So pick one, clip one. Cade Cunningham or Anthony Edwards. Who you taking? Pick one, clip one.
Anthony Edwards. But
why?
Nothing against Cade.
Me personally, I'm taking Edwards because he's my type of player. Because he talk major shit and he's nice. It ain't like the motherfucker who talk shit and just all right. He be gassing niggas and he be talking dirty to him at the same time.
Right.
Like
why you taking Edwards?
Both of them get busy. Both of them, don't get me wrong. But I think with him being such a high flyer, put him more on the spotlight. For real.
He can shoot, too.
And he can shoot. And I pick Anthony Edwards because I think he's one of them bulls that will continue to take it to the next level. Not to say Cade won't. But
and Anthony, a big body, too.
They both. Cade Cunningham like 6'7", 6'8".
But he
I think
look like Edwards looks. To me.
Yeah, but I think he's taller than.
Shout out to ESPN and all the highlight reels that got my co-hosts both totally confused. They rather go with highlights and with looks appealing.
Say what I just
you
said.
know what I mean?
What type
Listen,
of shit is this?
I'm taking Cade Cunningham because Cade Cunningham, just from his first year, you can see that he gonna be a stat stuffer.
Yeah,
he's
because
gonna
he's
get
on a team where he gets
no.
any shot.
No. I'm
was
not
playing
even
with two other
Time out.
Actually, 3 other
I
scorers.
said stat stuffer, and you
Yes.
automatically go to scoring.
No, excuse me. Are you slow? I said he gets whatever he wants because there's nobody else on the team.
No, what I'm saying is he's up there in assists. So he can pass the ball. He can grab rebounds. He can score. He looks more so like, to me, like he's a player that you can put more people with him and he'll still be effective more than. And to me, Anthony Edwards is one of them guys that's going to need in the next couple years, because I'm one of them guys that say I think that's his team now. He's going to need the ball in his hand every play. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Cade Cunningham is one of them guys I think can affect the game without having the ball in his hand.
He can't shoot.
I just told you, because he rebounds, he passes the ball better. He does.
How you gonna pass the ball without the ball in his hands? You said affect the game without the ball in his hands. He can't shoot.
Okay, well, without shooting. Pardon me. Let me put it like that. He affect the game more without shooting, to me. You know what I mean? So I take Cade Cunningham. What's your thoughts, people? Pick one, clip one. Who you got? Cade Cunningham. Who you got? Anthony Edwards. Keep the C note with us. Yep. Next one, pick one, clip one. Brandon Ingram, B.I. or Jaylen Brown. Who you taking? Pick one, clip one.
I'm taking Brown.
Jaylen? Okay. Who you taking?
I think I may take Ingram.
Okay. Now, why you taking Brown, Vito?
Because he's electric when he's on the court, just like that. He could be going the whole game without doing shit and just
turn up, right?
Brandon Ingram more is a rhythm type of player. So if he start off slow, it's gonna take him for a while to get. Especially imagine if he getting early foul trouble and got to come off the bench late. It ain't gonna add up.
Okay. So Brandon Ingram got to start good, basically, for you.
From what I've seen from
right.
him. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, John? What you saying?
No, I even though I'm being real, I'm not a crazy Brandon Ingram fan, but I know he's definitely gotten better every single year he's gotten in the NBA, and he's been getting bigger. He's more of a player that I could have play at multiple positions. The bull could shoot. I don't see too many flaws. I'm not taking nothing away from Jaylen Brown, nothing. But if I'm starting a team and I had it to pick between them two, I'm just taking Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Rock out.
Vito, I agree with you, Vito. I'm taking Jaylen Brown. I believe he's also got better every year. The boy couldn't shoot at all when he came into the league.
Too.
You know what I mean? I mean, his handle ain't the best now, but he can get around a little more. He couldn't get around at all when he first came in, so I'm taking him. Pick one, clip one, people. Who you got? Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown. Keep the C note with us.
We haven't agreed on nothing.
Last one. Pick one, clip one. Would you take Pascal Siakam or would you take John Collins? Pick one, clip one. Keep it a C note.
JC, man.
You taking John Collins? Why?
Because first and foremost, crashes the boards. If you get caught looking at that pick and roll and you're not paying attention to him, it's over for whoever's helping on the defense. He gonna bang that shit on him. His handle got a lot better, and now he can shoot.
Okay.
John Collins all day, and you don't have to actually run plays for that type of guy. Siakam need to have the ball in his hands a lot.
Okay, what you got, John? Who you pick one, clip one? Who you got, baby boy?
Crazy part is that I would pick Pascal Siakam, but I like watching John Collins. He's more
exciting to watch.
Yeah, more exciting to watch. But whatchamacallit, I think he'll give me better defense and more of a hustler. So I think I might go with Pascal Siakam now.
Okay, I agree with you, John. Now, don't get me wrong. I like John Collins, but I'm going with Pascal.
Because he has more all-around game than
Pascal, I think he do a little more, even though he a little out of control too.
Yep, I agree.
You know what I mean? He a little bit out of control, but
he not the type of dude I want running my offense.
I don't. But my thing be like, I don't know how they be talking about trading John Collins all the time, and you know what I mean? His name always in the trade talks like he a bum, and I'm like, how? He be hooping. He definitely be hooping.
He be all right. I think with like Phoenix or somebody with like a Chris Paul, somebody that can.
Yeah.
He needs a good point guard.
Pick one, clip one, people. John Collins, Pascal Siakam. Keep it a C note with us. Who you got?
I actually was kind of a hard one. I like
Yeah, me too. All right, Vito, John, everybody out there. You, your son, your nephew, grandson, we know you're a little older, Vito. Anything you got going on. The best player ever playing high school basketball. You can go to the NBA in any era. What era you going to the NBA in?
Hold on. What's the question?
You or whoever you wanted to be is the best high school player ever coming out of high school. You can play in any era of the NBA you want to play in. Which era would you play in?
This current NBA.
Why you say that?
The most money.
Okay.
And not as much talent, in my opinion. Like they're probably more so skilled and more athletic, but I don't think they're more fundamentally talented than the guys back then. And like I said, more money.
Okay.
Is fucking crazy now.
Okay. What you got, John?
But you said the best player.
Yeah,
because the competition I think nowadays is kind of crazy. So I would want to play in today's era. But if I'm a big man over 7 foot, we putting hypotheticals in this. If I'm a big man and I'm the best player in high school, no, I want to go to like the.
No, you don't.
No, I want to go to the 9. No. Because this is the dead of the NBA.
Think about it.
If you 7 foot, 7
if you're
foot
a
1,
7-footer and you bring in like a Shaq or a David Robinson or fucking Patrick Ewing type of game to the league now that's not there,
right?
And all this money to be made, you're gonna make $1 billion fucking dollars.
Hey,
if you can stick.
But I think with this positionless basketball that they pushing, I don't know if that's going to be around. Like the big man is getting extinct. Like the big man today has to be a shooter.
Listen, you know when they said Steph Curry fucked the game up, they didn't fuck the game up. That's how he changed the game. He's the one that created that positionless basketball with no big man. He got the big man.
Steph Curry, I agree.
But that's stupid on my behalf. From I'm thinking like you can't match what they do. Golden State does. So you don't try to go small and run with them. You punish them down low with the big man.
But let me ask you this though, right? Before I say what I'm going to say, let me ask you this, because I hear a lot of people say the Steph Curry thing, but you don't think Miami, the big three, when they started running Bosh at the center and all that, and started playing with 4 wing players,
Bosh still 6'10" though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you still see that in today's league.
What?
6'10" dudes, 6'9" dudes playing center. With, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is when people say Steph Curry changed that, I think more teams started playing smaller and eliminating 7. Time out, because when Miami did it, Bosh was a dude that they made him start shooting threes. He was like pick and pop ball. And he was still more faster than a lot of dudes, so you really couldn't put 7-footers. And then if you had 2 big men and you got LeBron playing the 4, it was automatically a mismatch. So to me, I always thought Miami kind of started that.
Perkins said out of his own mouth, if it weren't for Steph Curry, I'd still be playing in the league.
Yeah. But a lot of that got to do with none of them big men want to play defense.
So how many?
But he was a defensive player.
Yeah, but not on no perimeter.
No.
Yeah, how many true centers are there in the NBA right now?
It's a couple true centers in the league, like Drummond.
I think Ayton is kind of that guy. Still.
Yeah,
I feel like he remind me a little bit of Patrick Ewing type player.
But listen though, Vito, shout out to the Dream, Vito. I don't usually do this because at first I was gonna say I would go back to Bill Russell in them A's just so that my name would be in all the history books, just like all them guys, because a lot of them records ain't never going to be broken, and your name would have been cemented. But when you mention today's era and being able to get off, and then you mention the money, yeah, I think I would go in today's, because I would be in the books right now, but I wouldn't have the money these young guys.
The lower level dudes is making over 100.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Can you remember back when Doc, he was the $1 million man because he got the $1 million contract?
Yeah, the NBA came a long way, but you gotta look at it. They started making more money.
Yeah,
because remember, see, if you never watched Winning Times, when the Jerry Buss bought the Lakers and Magic was a rookie, the NBA was talking. They was talking like the NBA was going to die out, like it didn't have enough money. Yeah, Bird and Magic saved it.
Shout out to Bird and Magic.
Yeah, shout out Bird and Magic. So what's your thoughts, player? Of people anybody you know, best high school player ever. You can play in any era of the NBA. What era would you play in? Keep it a C note with us. Vito, Shaq said the prime Lakers. He said the Lakers that three-peated would be the prime MJ and them. How you feel about it?
As well. When we was talking about Steph Curry and them.
Why you say that?
Because they ain't got nothing for Shaq or Kobe.
Okay. What's your thought? What's your thoughts, John?
I'm taking the Bulls all day. Ain't nobody got nothing for Jordan. Ain't nobody got nobody for Jordan.
Right.
And ain't nobody got nothing for Jordan. At the end of the day.
But Jordan is one player. Jordan not gonna score 100 points a game.
But Jordan ain't no Tatum. He's gonna give you night in, night out. He's gonna give
Jordan not gonna score 100 points a game though. You gotta take Shaq 40 and Kobe 40.
Right, so
yeah. No. Vito, time out. This is because me and John had the conversation before you got here. And my thing is, there's a couple tricks into that, right? Because who does Phil Jackson coach, first of all? Second of all, out of the three Lakers championships, what Lakers team do you put it? Which prime Mike Jordan? Because he said prime Mike Jordan. Yeah. So which Jordan?
Whatever he in his prime.
Which Lakers? Because if you take them three titles, them first two titles, Shaq was in his prime. Kobe wasn't in his prime yet. That last year when they won that last title, Kobe was more so hitting his prime and Shaq was on his way down. So it never was a time where they both was in their prime at the same time.
In the middle of that. And I don't give a fuck about none of that because they got Shaq, Bill Winnington, Bill Cartwright. Who I don't give a fuck if you had Bill Cartwell. Nothing they could do with that ball, man.
Okay.
Oh, fuck,
okay. Well, my thing is this though, right? MJ ran Shaq off to LA. He beat Shaq in the playoffs. Yeah. He beat Shaq multiple.
Beat them in the playoffs too?
When he came back. Yeah. When he came back off a half a season. What I'm saying is when Mike was full from game one of the season.
Did he have Kobe?
He ran Shaq and them up. Come on, man.
He didn't have Kobe. He said Shaq and Kobe, not Shaq and
bro.
Penny.
I love Kobe,
man.
But
it's a different animal when you get to
Kobe. What I'm saying is I love Kobe, but that same different animal you talking about, we seen Kobe play against Mike in his prime, and Mike was gassing Kobe. We not gonna do that.
How short your memory is? So you don't remember Kobe giving Mike the gas too?
When in his later in his career?
I'm
Kobe asking.
Came in the league, Mike was later.
Kobe came in the league '96. You talking about Wizards, Mike?
No, Mike. For fucking the Bulls. Don't act like Mike ain't never get the
and that's why I asked you. Listen, that's why my thing was which Mike was prime Mike, because let me finish. If you take 98 Bulls, I will say it's probably a couple teams that maybe they can beat 98 Bulls when Jordan was starting to come down, but you not beating that. Listen what I'm saying. No Shaq Lakers team is beating that Chicago Bull teams that won 70-something games. None of them is, bro.
What they gonna do with Shaq? They
Knock
have to hack at Shaq.
That's all you gonna say is Shaq.
That's all I need to say.
They got a whole team.
No, they don't. They got Mike and Scotty.
Excuse me.
The rest of them balls is
Excuse me. You are on record multiple episodes for saying that the Lakers did not have no teams when they was winning them three-peats.
What the fuck is you?
When I said that those Lakers teams was loaded those years, you said they didn't have nobody on those teams.
This is where you're losing yourself. You said Orlando was loaded, and then I asked you was.
You asked me was.
Let me finish. You said Orlando was loaded, and then I asked you was that Orlando team better than that LA team with Shaq and Kobe?
I said no.
And you said. Oh my goodness.
They had better. They had more players.
No,
they had more players. Yes.
Stop. You're trying to switch the whole narrative.
Yes.
You said that Orlando team was better than that Lakers team.
Yes, I said they had a more. I said what I'm saying now.
What?
Shaq and Kobe
you just
didn't
said
have.
That you said no when I asked you that the first time. So now you're saying you said yeah.
No, because you love. I'm because you be all over with Orlando. Because you'll say Shaq.
Specifically. The Orlando team, you said was loaded. I said, was they better than
the okay, but listen to what I'm saying. I say multiple Orlando teams is loaded. Once you specify Dwight Howard,
exactly what
listen. Once you listen, I am on record for saying their all-around team is better than the Lakers. That's what I'm trying to get at now. You take Shaq and Kobe on all of those teams, they don't have nobody else. They don't have nobody. They listen to what I'm saying. They don't got nobody that's gonna put up Ron Harper points. They don't got nobody going to put up Kukoc points.
What is Ron Harper and Kukoc points?
Whatever they average.
So you don't know. You just saying
no,
shit.
because Ron Harper with the Bulls play according to who his matchup is.
Exactly.
If he has a mismatch, he's gonna go to work.
You might get like 10 points from Kukoc. Stop it, man.
And who are you getting the points from with LA? You still come on,
That's
man.
all you need, baby.
What's your thoughts, people? No cap called Shaq a Uber. He said the three-peat and Lakers team would beat Prime MJ and them. How you feel about it?
No, he wouldn't.
One more though. Golden State Warriors with KD and them against the Miami Heat Big Three teams. Who wins?
Golden State.
Why y'all say that? Is it a reason?
KD.
Okay. What about you?
Same.
I also say Golden State, but not because of KD. I say Golden State because I think with Golden State, their team, like I said, with Steph Curry, it ran more organically. Like, you know what I mean? Running Steph off screens and him playing without the ball is stuff he's not it ain't like he's not used to it. Where Dwayne Wade and Bosh, you really had to change their game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Compared to them. So that's why I would just say that. They ran a little bit more fluid.
But I hope y'all did notice out this finals. Have y'all noticed how that injury has made Clay like a step slower?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clay is steps.
He
Clay
don't look like himself.
Yeah, Clay ain't. What's your thoughts, people? KD, Golden State Warriors, Miami, and the Big Three.
Hold on. What
Who
about
you got?
that Golden State Warriors team against that Lakers team with Shaq and Kobe? Who do you think wins?
I think Shaq and Kobe won. They too small.
Yep.
They too small. So, cause that whole small ball thing, pause. You can't play that with them.
Why can't you?
Well, you can, but
Detroit
everybody, Draymond and them is going to be on the
That's
bench.
what Detroit
I'm not
did.
gonna run
How?
no pick on Shaq.
Detroit did the same thing.
Yes, but listen to what I just said a couple seconds ago. What I'm saying is that Detroit team. What I said is when Shaq won the third title, he was on his way down. So when they lost to Detroit, he was really plummeting. Shaq won the third chip, he was still up here coming down. But when he lost to Detroit, because that was after saying they won, that was 2 years later. He started nosediving by that. But I'm talking about Shaq on them Lakers team, them three. Yeah, he'll punish them boys.
He ain't punished motherfucking Ben Wallace. And Ben Wallace 6'8". Same time.
But Ben Wallace is a different dog than Draymond Green. Ben Wallace, shout out Ben Wallace, because when I was doing the research and I was talking about Dennis Rodman and why nobody averaged 18 rebounds, Ben Wallace, one of them guys, is up there. Like 1 year, he averaged, it'll be on the screen, 14, 15 rebounds at his height. So to me, he was like one of them last dogs. You know what I mean? You know, but...
This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.